Alright, since I'm all jazzed up about the Hack Slash Army of Darkness crossover that is finally happening after, speculation and whatnot, I decided to do my another top 10 crossover list of what top 10 things I'd like to see Hack Slash crossover with. Now, Hack Slash has done a lot of crossovers with stuff that's kind of in their parameters. They did a crossover with this comic book series called Zombies vs. Cheerleaders. They did one with Chucky. Yeah, Chucky, that Chucky from from Child's Play. They did a crossover with this series called Bomb Queen. I'm trying to think of all of them. Evil Ernie. So many things. They've crossed over with a lot of things that have been well known. But this is like the biggest thing that Hack Slash versus Army of Darkness is currently like the biggest thing you'll see. It's like the biggest thing they've done. Well, they did a crossover with Reanimator in the series, so there's that. Anywho, this is my list, but the problem is that this is one of those few times where I have a list so big that in this top 10 list that I've got so many other things I'd like to see Hack Slash cross over with. I wanted to give out some honorable mentions this time around. I wanted to before I get into the actual top 10 list, I wanted to talk about ones that almost made the cut but didn't quite make it. So this is the honorable mentions video. Anyway, let's get started. Now, first and foremost, I'd love to see Hack Slash Vampirella. Hack Slash and Vampirella would be so cool. I mean, they've done crossovers with Dynamite titles before. Evil Ernie and what's her name? Ava, the daughter of Dracula. That was a crossover as well. They've done a few other ones with Dynamite. So Tim Seeley working with Dynamite is he's not, even though it's more of an image. I think if I remember right, it's no longer under Devil's Due. It's now under Image. Hack Slash is under Image. So Tim Seeley really likes to work with Dynamite characters. So I think Vampirella would be very cool. I mean, the whole thing with Vampirella is that she's this scantily clad vampire woman, well, alien vampire type thing, fighting vampires. And I think it would be cool to see her and Cassie Hack, another scantily clad person who is a serial killer who hunts serial killers, them teaming up. I think that would totally write for itself, and the cover pictures would be something to behold. Just saying. I think Hack Slash Vampirella would be something I'd really like to look for. I'd really like to see. In terms of other things, I had a whole list. Damn it. Of honorable. You see, I had so many guys that I had so many for the honorable mentions. But in terms of other ones, Hack Slash and Ghost Rider. Now, I know the reason why this didn't make the top 10 because they. I think the problem is that they would go with the new Ghost Rider. Not that there's anything wrong with the new Ghost Rider. It's just that she's not this new Ghost Rider is not very popular. So I could see people be like Hack Slash and Ghost Rider. Oh, Johnny Blaze or Dan Ketch. Oh, it's that one. Okay. But yeah, I would really like to see Hack Slash and Ghost Rider. I wouldn't mind reading it if it was the female Ghost Rider. I think that would be fun in and of itself. I think there's a lot of potential for that. For those two to team up and actually get some more screen time, for that Ghost Rider to get some more screen time with a well-established character in the independent circle. So, yeah, there's that. Following that is Hack Slash and Walking Dead. I don't know how you would do this, but I would love to see. Maybe the premise could be that Cassie and Vlad survived the zombie apocalypse, and now they've been just touring around killing zombies. And this would obviously be an alternate universe. The problem is that Robert Kirkman wants to keep that universe intact, so that's why it didn't quite make the cut. But I think it would be cool to see Cassie team up with Rick or Cassie and Michonne teaming up. That's just win right there. That is Cassie and Michonne right there. Seeing those two team up would be amazing. So obviously it'd be alternate universe, but yeah, it is what it is. The following that one is Hack Slash and oh god, what was it? I'm really sorry I'm blanking, guys. I am so sorry I'm blanking. But I would really like to see Hack Slash with oh god, what was it? Again, I really should have written this all down. I like the top 10 list. I really should have written this down as well. But I would Oh yeah, it was Hack Slash and X Files. Yeah, Hack Slash and X Files would be so much fun. I think but the problem is that I think it would be kind of the problem I think the big problem I think would be is that it's kind of contrasting to X Files because it's dark and serious and brooding, and it does have its moments of hilarity, but still it's mostly a serious series. Hack Slash knows what it is. It's a fun, bloody horror comedy with it does have horror elements in it, but it's mostly there to be absurd. That's the whole fun part of Hack Slash, is that it's a gory, fun 80s throwback to stuff. It also has fun comic references in some of their stuff. So the problem is that X-Files likes to be serious, Hack Slash likes to be fun. So I think that would be kind of a contrast. But still, I think it would be cool to there's some kind of serial killer that the FBI's after, and Vlad and Cassie are after him as well, and Mulder and Scully just run into him. I think it would just be kind of a fun buddy cop kind of thing. I think it would be fun to see Mulder talking to Cassie and just be like, just telling her, "Oh, you've met all these kind of things. Can you tell me about them?" And she's like, "Nah, I'd have to kill you. Then I'd tell your severed head." And it'd just be hilarious to see Scully just in awe of Vlad. God, that'd be again. I think it would be kind of contrasting to that, but you never know. So there's that. Now, following that, on my final for the honorable mentions list. For my final one on the honorable mentions list is Hack Slash and Savage Dragon. Yeah, Hack Slash and Savage Dragon. Now, I know there's been a lot of changes in the Savage Dragon comics, but I think if you can work around it. I think Savage Dragon's done some absurd things before. It's kind of a fun superhero story in of itself, and I think it would be fun to see Cassie just meet Savage Dragon and just be like, what the hell are you? I think it would just be fun, like, even though she's encountered demons and demigods and zombies and whatnot, I think it would just be fun to see her see Savage Dragon and just be like, the fuck? I think it would just be a lot of fun with that one. And one more, now that I remembered it. Hack Slash and Violator. Now, I'm not saying Spawn because I think it would be a lot more fun to, even though this would technically be still a Spawn crossover, but Hack Slash versus Violator would be a lot of fun. Violator could easily work in the Hack Slash universe. He's sarcastic, he's bloody, he's disgusting, he's vulgar. It's a lot of things that Hack Slash is, so them going up against the Violator by themselves would be great. I think Violator would have so much to say to Cassie and Vlad. He'd just be like, oh man, a disfigured 7 foot tall retard and a scantily clad goth chick with a baseball bat. I've died and gone to hell again. Yay me! So I think Violator would have so much fun. It would be interesting to see Cassie and Vlad try to fight, Violator, because he's a demon. Their normal weapons can't kill him, but I think it would be fun to see them it would be like a David and Goliath match, kind of. So Hack Slash and Violator. Although it would be interesting to see, of course, Jim Downing, the new Spawn, in there. I think it would be fun to see him make a few cameos in there. But inevitably, I would prefer it to be just centric with Hack Slash and a battle between Hack Slash and Violator. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I know I kind of stumbled through this one, but again, I should have written this down. But I did write down my top 10 list, and this is really tough. So that's why I put up a honorable mentions video. So stay tuned for my top 10 things I'd like to see Hack Slash cross over with. So see you in a bit.